What's going on, YouTube? Back with another video, and today I got basically another 26 wish list. Really, this one's just gonna be primarily things that 25 has that really shouldn't be in the game, in my opinion, and that if it's taken out and changed or updated or whatever, can really make 26 a way better game. So basically, it's 26 wish list, focused on 3 things today, and get into the verse of the day from John 16:20. Truly I say to you, you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. You will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will turn into joy. Basically, a life free of pain is never promised. That's never the thing. You know, just because things are going good now doesn't mean they always will be, and just because things are going bad now doesn't mean they always will be. You know, for every action, there's always an opposite reaction, and there's always that opposite action. There's always 2 sides to everything, and as humans in this world right now, you will always experience those both sides. So as long as you know that putting your faith in Jesus Christ and knowing that there's somebody who cares, even if you feel like you have nobody, there's somebody out there who cares for what you're going through, who knows what you're going through. And you know that there's always that other side, so you can put your hope in the promises that there is that other side, and that you will experience the joy that comes after the sorrows. But there's always that other side, so just keep on enduring. At the end of the day, you know that there's always somebody who cares about you and who wants you to experience their loving care. So put your faith in Jesus Christ. So to get into the video, the 3 things that I feel like 2K has to get rid of in 25 or change. First thing is mainly these animations determining way too much. So something like your motion style. Your motion style determines how fast you run up the court, how fast laterally you can move. You know, it determines what lane steal animations you get. It determines what rebound animations you get. Motion styles determining all that doesn't make any sense, because why do we have all of these attributes right here if motion styles are going to play an important factor as well? I feel like this should be the primary determination. Like, I can have the same speed as somebody else. We can both have the same 94 speed, 93 agility, but because he has a different motion style, he's gonna run faster up the court. I don't think that makes any sense personally. I feel like what is in that builder and how fast, if I have a 94 speed, anybody else with a 94 speed, I don't know why I said speed, but anybody else with a 94 speed, we should both run the same up and down the court. It should be the same exact speed. And then even if they're 6'7", if they want a 94 speed at 6'7", it should cost them more. A 6'7" and a 5'9" with a 94 speed should get up and down the court the same exact way. If you put a 94 speed, I feel like that should be a 94 speed all across the board. I feel like the builder, the attribute weights just don't add up sometimes. Just because I'm smaller with a 94 speed doesn't mean I should just be completely faster. I feel like a 99.3 should be a 99.3 on any build. If there's a center with a 99.3, he should shoot lights out. It should be that simple. I feel like motion style, your jump shot shouldn't determine, like, it should be attributes. Like, I shouldn't have to cook up a whole concoction of a jump shot just because, and then, like, I can't even see the green window. I can't see all the statistics on it, but I shouldn't have to go to the creator and be like, oh, I got to put this jump shot on and this jump shot and that, just to try to be able to shoot a good shot, or have the chance to be able to shoot good in the game. It should just matter if I have a high 3 and I'm taking good shots. It should be that simple. It shouldn't be nothing more, nothing less. And then some of these things, if I put on Curry's base, I feel like I should shoot like Stephen Curry too. So I don't understand. If you're gonna have the jump shots matter, we should see the green window. We should see more stats about it. And or if jump shots, like your custom jump shot, is gonna matter and we have to cook something up, or it just shouldn't matter. And if I have a 99.3 but I want to put on Grayson Allen's jump shot, I should be perfectly fine with a 99.3 and Grayson Allen's jump shot. Like, all this stuff shouldn't matter. And then the same thing for dribble styles. You can't use half of these dribble styles if I throw on, for example, Damian Lillard has a 91. You need a 91. I think that's the highest in the game. Damian Lillard at a 91. Steph has a 91. Okay, so Dame and Steph both have 91s. If I was to go into Dame and Steph and try to burst out both ways, that's his same side ball hand burst. Look how slow that is. You just saw the stats I had on this build, and I'm in the My Player Builder. So I should be able to burst way faster. But this is not a good burst. Like I shouldn't. This is so slow. If I try to use this in a comp game, in a comp Pro Am5's game with sweaty locks, I'm not going to be able to get any space created with that whatsoever. So it doesn't make any sense why Dribble Style determines if I can run right or I can run left. Like, it just doesn't add up whatsoever. The same thing with Steph. Like, all these are great ball handlers in the league, but I have to dribble like this when I use them. Like, I can't get open with this. Like, yeah, you can look different, but in a competitive setting, none of this is working. And like this double cross after the same side, like, you're forced to do a double cross. I don't understand that. So if I was to come out and move and do all these dribble moves, I don't know what I'm doing. But see, like, you can't use that in a comp game. You have to be, you're forced to use Darius Garland as a small guard because you can't burst out other ways. And then same thing, if I use, for example, I can't use Kyrie. So Kyrie's even higher at a 94. Okay, so they're not the highest. They're two of the highest, but they're not the highest. But if I use D Mitch, who's a 90, let's see what his looks like. His cross launch is that. Look at that long pause. It's getting ripped or not creating no space, and I can't even run straight. I can't even get the move off. Now, you can barely run straight, but none of this is creating space. Like, if you've been seeing the old videos of old 2Ks, people posting old 2Ks, you can see that you can actually create space and burst out of these dribble moves. And it's not even the fact that people just want to spam dribble. Like, people just want to be able to run. Like, at the end of the day, it's a movement-based game. Like, you have to be able to move to create. And it's just basketball functions. The amount of limiting on basketball is just not good for the game whatsoever. And I feel like that's the main reason why people feel like this game isn't where it should be at, because the movement is just not where it's supposed to be at, from on ball and off ball movement. Like, when you try to turn without the ball in your hand, like you're doing a whole 360 instead of your player just opening his hips and running, or just sliding with the player that's running off ball. You gotta sit here and do a whole 360 when you turn. Sometimes when you try to just run backwards, you can't even just run backwards. Like, it's just so slow. I get I'm just running right now, but you can see this is all offensive movement. But if you're running on defense and you try to turn, like, look at that. If I just move my left stick the opposite way, you'll see how slow he turns. Like, these are NBA players. I get it's just jogging in my court right now, but there's no reason for this to be how slow he's turning, is what I'm saying. And you have to use slippery off ball, like, which is fine, but people just abusing it now. So, like, movement just has to be a lot better, and these animations shouldn't determine how fast and how slow and what animations you get. It should all be straightforward, and it should matter on what attributes I have on. But another thing that they have to take out is the RNG shooting. It's just not right. There shouldn't be any limits on the game. You shouldn't limit people from being good or help people who aren't as good. People have to, at the end of the day, if you're ending up shooting these shots, and just because I'm open and I take 2 shots and I make 2 in a row, now somebody's gonna leave me open and I'm bound to miss that 3rd shot in a row. That doesn't make any sense. It's not real. You don't see nobody saying, oh, I made 2 in a row, or he made 2 in a row, so leave him open for the 3rd one. It's not real, and it shouldn't be in a video game either. If I make the right play, I shoot the right shot, I take an open shot, I time it right, should be rewarded. I feel like in every situation you should be rewarded for doing the right thing. If I run a lane, I should get the steal. If I read the lane properly, I shouldn't just smack it. Like, it's a video game. I get in real life, you can't catch every lane. Sometimes you only get a deflection, but in a video game, if you make a bad pass and somebody reads that pass, it should be going the other way, coast to coast, easy dunk. It should be that simple. Like, the game has to be more strict in certain areas, but also less strict in other areas. And I feel like in shooting, you have to allow people to be in control and not the game. It's more of a system-based game. You have to play towards a system. You got to know what shots you can and can't take. Even these saying all open shots, you have to know what open shots you can take, which sounds crazy. It doesn't even sound right. You have to know when you can shoot perfectly fine and when you can't. It's all system based, so RNG just has to be taken out the game. I don't think that's right. RNG, engagement optimized, matchmaking, whatever you want to, whatever, all those systematic things. Skill-based matchmaking is going to be the last thing, but we'll get into that now. Skill-based matchmaking is one of the most annoying things. As somebody who's like, I'm good at the game. I have a high rep. I'm purple plated in pretty much all my builds. I don't have the highest win percentage this year. I'm not the most competitive player, but I do play comp games a lot. When I try to play twos, if I load it in on twos into the theater, I'm playing top 10 people 24/7, and I can be playing with an IRL, or I can be playing with somebody who's not purple plated, but because I'm a vet 3 and I'm purple plated and I play the game a lot, I'm forced to play every game as a competitive game. And I get why you do it. I'm not just saying I want to step on everybody who's not that good, but I feel like the skill-based matchmaking at a certain point, it should only be in the proving grounds. Like, you made the proving grounds as a ranked mode. Skill-based matchmaking should be ranked. Like, that's literally what a ranked mode is. But there's nowhere I can go to just play a peaceful game of 2K, or as a content creator try to make a video. Like, I can't do a simple video because I'm getting blitzed by locks 24/7. So if I'm hooping in the theater, like, it should be just a normal game, just load up. But I gotta wait 20 minutes just to get a theater game. Like, I don't feel like that's right at all. And then even in the rec, you're gonna match me up with a rookie 4 who's brown plated, not even brown plated, who's black plated, and I'm sitting here playing against a full 5 running the 2-3 zone with 2 locks up at the top. Like, a lot of that stuff doesn't make any sense, and it just makes the experience worse for some people, for honestly a lot of people. If you don't have your full 5 and you're not playing every game competitively, then skill-based matchmaking takes the fun and natural aspect out of the game, which I feel like is a very important aspect of a video game. Like, I'm sitting on the game just trying to have fun. I don't even like playing the game 24/7 no more, because I can't just log in and just have a relaxing game. Like, sometimes I just want to play relaxing, but sometimes I do want to play competitive, and that's where the proving grounds was supposed to come in. But you have the sliders sluggishly, like, it doesn't even feel like the same game. Wherever you go, you're playing a different game, and depending on what rank you are and what rep you are, what plate you are, what your win percentage is, you're playing a different game. Like, not everybody's playing the same game. Me and whoever's watching this video, we're not playing the same game, because I'm playing against people who's L2 cheese and Dexing 24/7, making builds for it, who's just glassing every board, and you might be playing a nice peaceful game of 2K. So at the end of the day, we're not playing the same game, and especially because of the sliders and RNG and engagement, all that stuff. When you're in the game and you make 2 shots, you got to miss your third, or you go up slingshot effect, all that stuff has to be taken out because it's just not natural. So because I go up in the rec, I go up 15-0 or 15-2, now I got to miss 20 shots in a row. Like, I just feel like that's just not right, and it takes out the whole natural aspect of playing a game peacefully and just playing a natural game. It's not competitive, and then it's not fun for a lot of people. So I feel like those are the top 3 things gameplay wise that has to change in 2K26 for it to be in the conversation as a good game. Because I feel like all across the board, a lot of people don't like 2K25. They did a lot of good things with this game, but they just didn't execute on the gameplay. I would say gameplay, slingshot, all that stuff, how sluggish the game is, I feel like those are where they really missed. And I feel like if they focus on gameplay rather than making it a city and all this other stuff, obviously the city's cool, I would rather have this city all over again with just better gameplay, and I'll be perfectly fine with that. I'll be perfectly fine loading up in this same city, better gameplay. I'll be perfectly fine with no city, going back to 14, 15, 16 parks. Even the 18 neighborhood I'll play in again with the gray courts and felt like prison basketball. I'll play in that. As long as the gameplay is good, I feel like that's the most important aspect of making a good 2K, is good gameplay. But I'm gonna stop chatting now, and I guess I'll end the video there. If you guys got anything else, any other things that you guys feel like should be in the game or out the game, drop them in the comments and we can chat about it. and I might throw it in the next video as well, because I'm definitely gonna do some more of these. 2K26 is definitely in production by now. What is it? It's April already, end of April, so they're definitely using some of these to be able to change like little minor things, but the main foundation of the game's already put in place. So just gonna keep talking about the game, trying to make a better product, because 25 is not, it's not unplayable, but it's just not on the side of good 2Ks. So we're just trying to make a better product at the end of the day and put our own 2 cents in. And we all know 2K can get it right. There's no disrespect to 2K. We all know 2K can get it right at the end of the day, because they made good games. They made bad games. You're gonna hit and you're gonna miss, and you can't please everybody at the end of the day. And I feel like that's where the difficulty is trying to please everybody. But we're just gonna keep putting our 2 cents in and try to make a better product. But until then, hopefully we can, if you guys watching this, you can chat in the comments and drop your 2 cents in yourself. Until then, I'll catch you on the next one.